Okay.
So I can't call a terrorist a terrorist?
You're not in this sort of environment. No, you can't. Okay, because that's going to incite a breach of the peace.
So
And that is Canadian law. Am I clear?
if I was to call Osama bin Laden a terrorist, that would be against.
Question, please. Am I clear?
I know you're not clear, sir. I can't call Osama bin Laden
And it incites a breach of the peace. You will be placed under arrest. You understand?
terrorist. Oh, what am I going to be arrested for?
Law.
What am I going to be arrested for,
Breach of the
sir?
peace.
David Menzies for Rebel News here in downtown Toronto. Forgive me for that slip, folks, because I'm got to check my GPS and find out where I am right now. What you see behind me is an ongoing candlelight vigil for the murdered terrorist, General Qasem Soleimani, who was taken down in the recent U.S. drone strike. There are about, I'd say maybe 200 people here that are taking place in a candlelight vigil. There's also a small counter-protest. I'm going to attempt to wander in and try to make sense of this madness and make sure I am indeed still in Toronto, Ontario, Canada, as opposed to Tehran in the Republic of Iran. Oh, hi, sir. Can I film your sign? It says DJ Trump is the real terrorist. What makes you say that, sir? Can you explain why Donald Trump is the real terrorist, sir?
He kills people.
Okay,
Real. There is no definition for terrorism more than this, right? But he kills people officially. Officially kills people and goes to say everywhere to everybody, right?
Are you a supporter of the General Soleimani?
No, yes.
Okay.
I'm supporting people, okay? The people who's actually fighting the terrorism. This guy was the main person wiped out all of the ISIS from the region, right?
But sir, people look at Iran as perhaps the biggest state sponsor of terrorism in the world.
care.
You don't care that they're a state sponsor of terrorism.
I don't.
Oh, hi, sir. What? You seem to have a problem with free speech in Canada. Oh, is that the general, ma'am? Yes. Okay, then are you a supporter of the general? Okay, I got a shot. Can you explain why you're here displaying a picture of the general, ma'am?
For him.
It's for him.
For general. Yeah.
Was he a great man?
Yeah, very good man. Very good man. It's great. It's great.
But he has the deaths of hundreds of people on his hands, doesn't he?
It's right. Not true. No,
So does the
no,
American
no.
government, so does Trump.
No.
They've literally killed millions. They starved millions in Iraq.
Who did?
I'm talking about the American government. I'm talking about Trump. I'm talking about Obama. I'm talking about Bush before him. So let's not talk about the general who literally is responsible for defeating ISIS and Al-Qaeda. This is the same guy it's because of him.
But ma'am, isn't Iran the largest state sponsor of terrorism in the world?
Excuse me?
Isn't Iran the largest state sponsor of terrorism in the world?
Actually, I believe that the U.S. is, but hey.
Really?
Yes.
By the way, who are these men that are telling everyone not to speak to me?
They are.
Okay. 'Cause we have free speech in Canada. That's a good thing, don't we?
To you, and I've already answered your question.
We don't have free speech in Iran, though, do we?
Actually,
Don't
I,
answer this asshole.
Don't answer.
Why can't the lady speak to me?
Hi, haven't you missed me? Hi, love. Are you familiar from last time? Every time.
Oh, you're one of the Al-Quds guys, maybe.
Sorry?
You're one of the Al-Quds rally guys.
Al who?
How about yourself, sir? Why wouldn't you let that woman speak?
I have no control over her body at all. Fuck off.
Well, that's very profane language, sir. There's children here. Why would you?
You and what you do is profane. You don't know the meaning of the fuck.
Can you keep your hands off me, please?
Stop shoving that in my face. You're insulting
I'm
me.
just asking
You're
questions.
insulting me with that microphone.
This is assault?
That's what it's called.
You know what? I think you'd make a good mullah in Iran if you think that asking questions.
Fucking,
So, yes, sir.
Hey, I don't think anybody wants you around here.
Oh, is that right? On whose authority are you speaking?
Kid. No, I'm talking on his half and my own and other people. We don't want you here.
You know, the fascinating thing, sir, is in Canada, still we have freedom of speech, unlike Iran.
Stop bothering people.
Well,
Stop bothering people.
Well, you came to me. I didn't come to you.
Look at all these guys.
You came to me.
Stop your mic and your camera in people.
Oh, actually, I do. We're in the public square, ma'am. I do have that right. We're under Canadian law, not Sharia law, right now.
We're asking you nicely to stop, and that's disrespectful when you don't. Yeah.
Well, sir, you came to me. I didn't come to you.
Stop being rude.
Ma'am, would you like to have Sharia law here so that I'd be mandated not to?
Respectful.
When you bother other people, I will come to you and I'll tell you to stop because I'm trying to be peaceful here. When you bother someone else,
You're kind of like the Sharia police here at Dundas and University.
You are working like a Sharia police. Like you are the one who is behaving like a devil.
Oh, I'm a devil now. What makes me a devil, sir?
Because if you don't respect anyone, so then people, what they will say to you?
What have I said or done that's been disrespectful? Okay. Who is this person, sir? We're having a. Okay, you can call me a devil. You can call me nasty names, but who is this? Who is this person shutting down the? Who are you, sir? Hi, ma'am. What brings you to this candlelight vigil?
I'm sorry, I'm not answering.
Okay, no problem. Yes, sir.
Hi. Would you mind coming to the other side with us, please?
I'm trying to do my job of journalism, sir, by asking questions. I'm not breaking any laws. We're in the public square.
I'm asking if you'd be kind enough to come to the other side with us because we just have some people.
And
The light's a little bright in my eyes.
I'm
sir.
sorry.
Yeah, we just have some people expressing concerns about some of the questions, and perhaps you called some of them a terrorist.
No, I didn't call anyone here a terrorist.
Allegation.
Absolutely not. I've got everything on film.
Yeah, no, I just asked you to be kind enough just to come to the other side for a few moments.
Okay, but I don't understand why I'm in a public place, sir.
Yeah, no, I'm
Are we under Canadian law or Sharia law?
just asking you.
Okay, and I'm politely declining because I have no obligation to do that.
So, if I hear any more complaints about using the word terrorism, I'm going to be back here. Okay.
So I can't call a terrorist a terrorist?
You're not in this sort of environment. No, you can't. Okay, because that's going to incite a breach of the peace.
So
And that is Canadian law. Am I clear?
if I was to call Osama bin Laden a terrorist, that would be against.
Question, please. Am I clear?
I know you're not clear, sir. I can't call Osama bin Laden
And it incites a breach of the peace. You will be placed under arrest. Do you understand?
terrorist. Oh, what am I going to be arrested for?
Law.
What am I going to be arrested
Breach
for,
of the
sir?
peace.
Breach of the peace for performing
If I
journalism.
hear that again, I'm going to be right back.
So I can't call Osama bin Laden a terrorist. Is that what you're saying, officer?
Listen to me. Okay. Listen to me.
Was Osama bin Laden a terrorist?
Over here.
No, I don't.
Okay. If I hear another word like that, you're coming with us.
So I can't call a terrorist a terrorist.
You call any of these people that word?
I didn't call anyone that word. I called nobody. Every.
That's what I said.
Do you want to see my camera footage?
Listen, I don't appreciate the light straight in my eyes, okay?
sorry, I'm trying
All right.
to do that.
But you're not to use that word again in here, in this environment. Do you understand me?
No, I can use that word. We have freedom of speech, officer.
Environment.
What is this environment? What is this environment?
You tell me. Why are you here? Why are you in this crowd right now?
I'm trying to find out why people are doing a candlelight vigil.
Do it over there, and if someone wants to come and talk,
I'm trying. Well, officer, with all due respect, you asked me why I'm here, and I tried to answer your question. We have people. I'm fine right here. I'm actually want to. I don't want
people
to.
don't want to answer your question, okay?
I don't force them.
Politely decline. All right, that's fine. But if you use such words in this type of environment, which is heated right now, we can't have any of that. All right?
So words are illegal right now in Canada.
Sit with you. Breach of the peace is Canadian law.
So was Osama bin Laden a terrorist or not? You can't answer that. You know, I'm a big supporter of law enforcement, guys, but this is terrible. I mean, are you being mandated by someone to clamp down the debate and discussion? I don't understand the law. I'm just doing. Okay, I'm in a public square asking questions, officer.
Well, he just explained it to you. So,
Yeah,
very clearly.
Wow. All right, then. Well, as you can see, folks, I am literally surrounded by Toronto's finest. You know, I'm a big fan of law enforcement, but as you just heard, evidently I'm not allowed to call a terrorist because that would be insightful, that would be a breach of the peace. And here I am. I thought we had free speech in Canada, freedom of expression, freedom of the press. And right now, Canadian law enforcement kind of looks like Sharia law enforcement. Again, I'm scratching my head. Am I really in Toronto in the year 2020 or Tehran? This is absolutely bizarre and it's shameful. And I wonder if these officers are working on their own accord Or is this, are they getting orders from high above, the chief of police, the mayor? But I always thought that going into the public square and asking questions of protesters was fair game, but evidently I've been warned that I'm going to be arrested if I use, what was it, inflammatory language? Amazing. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. How are you?
Good, sir. What brings you out to this? By the way, which protest are you with?
I am against that murder. That he was killed by Mr. Trump. Yes. Thank you for Mr. Trump. Finally, in 40 years, somebody has done something. That guy has killed thousands of Iranian people on the streets. And now these people, they are getting paid from Iranian government to defend that bastard. That is about time. The head of the snake, and he's one to gone, and many more to go.
Sir, are you originally from Iran yourself?
I'm Iranian. I'm born in Iran. Yes.
What reaction? What reaction is your counter protest getting from these people?
These people, they hit me from behind. I was on the floor. We have them on the video, and they chanting Allahu Akbar. These are terrorists. You hear it yourself. They come. They hit me from behind to kill me.
Did you talk to the police about that?
We talked about police. Apparently police, when it comes to our side, we say something, police immediately puts hang up on us. But when it goes to them, police doesn't take side. I don't know. Has to be asked from the police chief. What you doing?
What brings you people out here?
We're supporting peace.
Supporting peace by supporting a general that's part of the largest state sponsor of terrorism.
The U.S. is a terrorist.
Oh, the U.S. is a terrorist. What makes? Can I interview these people, sir?
Terror all the time.
Sir, you don't mind me asking you questions, do you? Doesn't mind, sir. Okay then. What about yourself, man? What brings you?
I don't want to be on your camera, so please delete my.
Yeah. You don't want to be on my camera now. Okay, why is that? Officer, don't we have free press here? I mean, what are you pushing me back for? I'm on a sidewalk. What's that, sir?
Sir,
I need.
Step back over there. Okay?
I'm on a public sidewalk, officer. I don't have. I'm a journalist doing my job.
But get outside the fence line.
But I'm not part of either group. I'm doing my job, sir.
Outside the fence line. Go
Watch yourself. So I can't perform journalism in this city now?
At this point, we're just separating the two groups, and then we're going to decide what we're going to do next.
Are we under Canadian law or Sharia law, officer?
I'm sorry?
Are we under Canadian law here or Sharia law?
We're obviously under Canadian law.
Okay, because...
Come outside. Come outside. Go.
How am I... How is a journalist?
Go.
I'm sorry, but how is a journalist?
Don't push back on me.
I'm not pushing
then
back.
Go. Then go. Don't push back on me.
Hey, watch
Don't
it.
push back on me.
You're on camera.
Don't push back on me, okay?
What do you mean push back? You're pushing me. You're pushing me about 12 feet already.
Told you 10 times already to move.
How am I getting in the way? I'm in a public sidewalk.
Other side of the barrier.
Huh?
Thank you so
Sir,
much.
move.
So, journalists can't do their job here in Canada now? So, folks, what makes you a supporter of this general?
No, thank you.
Are you not allowed?
Iranian, and I am Iranian. He was fighting for my country.
In what way? By sponsoring acts of terrorism, man?
Okay, do me a favor. You're just making people upset. I don't want any fights to happen. So if you mind just slide back.
I'm just asking questions, officer.
All I'm asking is you slide back. That's it.
Okay then.
All right.
Is this back
you
enough?
can stand back here and ask those questions.
Okay then.
Right?
Anyone?
What I'm trying to do is not incite people.
Well,
So
if
that's all I'm asking.
I'm only asking polite questions, officer.
Okay, that's fair, but I'm
and if
just
someone's
asking-
incited to violence, as
I'm
maybe
just
some of
asking
these
you to
people
stand
are prone to do,
Is that not fair?
then you should enact Canadian law and arrest them, because we're not under Sharia law right
I'm
now.
trying to keep the peace, and right now I feel like you're not trying to do that. So if you can just stand back, thank you
How
very
am I
much.
not, sir, how am I not trying to keep the peace? Unbelievable. Sir, what makes you support the general?
I support peace and justice.
I think I met you before. Have you marched in the Al-Quds rally here?
Yes, I did. Oh, okay. Yeah. And how are you keeping?
Oh, very good, sir. Happy New Year to you.
Happy New Year to you also. Yeah.
Now what makes this general a man of peace when he was working for one of the largest state-sponsored terrorism countries in the world?
You will have to answer that question, sir.
I don't know the answer. I'm asking you. That's why.
I'm good, yeah.
You're good? Okay, then. All right. How about yourself, ma'am? You're a fan of the general?
I don't trust your media.
You don't trust my media? Okay. What kind of a free press is there in Iran right now? Yeah. This is very shameful. Pardon me?
What did you say?
I said it's very shameful, your conduct, officer.
My conduct?
Yeah. You're the one that was pushing me. I'm just doing my job as a journalist.
You're pushing back.
Yeah.
Don't push back.
Yeah. Is that what you call it? The footage shows.
This is because we need to serve for our space, okay? So just be on that side. We're on that side.
Oh, sorry. You know, I'm just filming.
I'm not here to make
I'm just filming my clothes. I'm going to be on in 2 minutes.
I'm not doing your job. I'm just asking that if you're going to be doing any more journalistic work, do it on just past the fence line. Thank you, sir.
Can I just ask you one question?
No.
Why are other journalists allowed over there?
I'm not going to answer any questions, sir.
But other journalists are
You were
allowed.
already over there, sir.
I was,
Yes.
and I
So
saw
I don't
other.
understand your
But I was the only
contradiction.
one
You're already
hassled
there.
by the police, and I support you guys. I'm pro law enforcement. I saw other journalists there.
Sir,
They had.
I'm going to say it one more time.
Yeah.
Just over there, please. Thank you, sir.
Okay.